We are back.
Hello.
You're going to enjoy this episode. There's Musselburgh. We're talking about the Stephen West Make Along. We've got the Austin Moody. So keep watching. Welcome back to the Lekker Podcast. My name is Janine and this is
Anita.
She's been now a regular on this podcast and it's always lovely to have her join me on here and show her beautiful things. So yes, let's start with all the amazing finished objects that we have for you. Oh wait, we probably need to say happy 2026.
Yes. May you have lots of yarn and happiness and knitting in 2026.
Yes, a lot of great stitches.
Yeah.
I'm going to start first with my finished object, which is the Stephen West Make Along and now Musical. I almost had a moment of not remembering the gal's name. The Musical, I finished, I can't even remember. I actually have it. Wait, I've got my Ravelry open on the site. Let me quickly check. I finished my Make Along. So we started on the 2nd of October and I finished it on the 21st of November. It's not a race, it's a journey. So what does Stephen say? Embrace your pace. I love and I'm gonna stand up here. This is my Musical. So we started with, where's the start? This was, no, here. This was, this section over here was the clue 1. All these, like scallops, I think you call it, this section. And then we did this wavy parts where I talked about this in previous episodes, so I didn't bring all the details today, but I have some mohair from Cowgirl Blues. I think 3 skeins of that, and then, or 3 balls of that, and then I had some cereal alpaca from Naughty Habit. And then on this side, it was clue 3 with this blocks, which I really enjoyed. This beautiful weaving thing, and then brioche on the border. And it's quite a big shawl, right? I mean, shawls, it's what people. Yeah, so this is this shawl. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the yarn. I love the colors. It's big. You know, I love a schlanket, right?
No, it's beautiful. I love the colors. It's happy colors.
Nee? It's happy colors.
It's happy colors.
So let's quickly talk about the yarn. This was special yarn from Silky Milky Moon. Right? It was a 4-ply softy silky sock. 70% superwash wool with 20% silk and 10% cashmere. And it's 100 gram with 400 meters on the yarn. The moon champagne was this beautiful champagne color. This color over here.
But that yarn, I remember I also have a sweater out of that yarn.
Yeah.
And I can really, really recommend that yarn. It's so luxury. Yes. Yeah, you feel so luxury. You feel like you spoiled yourself in this yarn.
Absolutely. It's the purple is Velvet Moon Crush. And the pink is Pink Melted Moon Crayons. I love that. And then turquoise silky moon. I've got I don't know what's wrong with my neck. I overslept my neck or something. The last 2 days, I'm struggling to lift side. So yeah, this was the MCAL. I truly enjoyed it, as I always do. It's such a great knit along with community support. You always learn new things. Yeah, so this is the one make along I really, really, really enjoy and probably always will participate in. I'm not going to say for sure, but yeah, absolutely love it.
This year, like I said, I didn't participate, but I was a cheerleader for everybody. I love the progress in the people's shawls and stuff, and it really inspires you maybe to look into it and to look at the methods that is used. Even though wasn't participating, I did also look at some of the videos because you can still learn. You can still learn some of the methods and the that Stephen West used in the counts.
Absolutely. Yeah. So loved this make along. Love my shawl. Can't wait to wear it. All right. I am so excited to see your next.
My next one. Let me just see how it is now. Let me just put this one.
Oh, I want to just say, you know how much yarn, just guess how much yarn did I use for my mystery knit along?
At least 4 skeins of 400 grams.
Okay, so with your experience, how many yarn did you normally use in your previous incals with 4 skeins?
It is 4 skeins, but there's always some leftovers. Like there's in the previous one, I could still knit my husband a pair of socks from the leftovers. So I had at least let's say another 75 grams left. Okay. So it was just under 300 grams, or just over 300 grams.
I used 380 grams. There was 20 grams left.
That's a lot of yarn.
That's a lot of yarn. I think it's the first time it's been so close. And I also know that some people actually ran out of yarn.
Yeah, because I think it depends on your tension.
Yeah, definitely.
It depends a lot on your tension.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it was just, I thought that was quite interesting because it was the first year that I had small little bits, 5 grams left of each. And it was really like 5 grams almost of each color. And also remember, I used Suri alpaca and mohair in section 2.
Yeah, so you actually you would have ran out if you did not
add the mohair and the Suri. Yeah.
Suri.
Anyway, I just thought I just wanted to say
that's very interesting, right? Actually, to know that actually it was this close.
Exactly. All right. Woo, excited about the next one.
My next one is the one that I talked the previous time I was here. I've started it. I don't know if I can't remember if I started it yet or I was talking about that would be my next project. And this is my Austin hoodie. Now I can show you guys hoodie for standing up so very like. That's the Austin hoodie. The yarn is Aldred Yarns. And this is a color that was dyed by Aldred Yarns, especially for me.
Oh, that
so it's a custom made color. And it's a fingering weight sock yarn. So it's actually quite light for in between weather, but I think it will also be for the warmer days in winter. It will be perfect. And it has a full hoodie.
This is so cool.
So it has a full hoodie on the thing. It's a bit wrinkled because it has been in the cupboard since I finished it in November.
It's beautiful.
Can't remember when I finished it, but it was a real easy knit, really easy knit. I would recommend this pattern for anybody. It's a lot of plain back and forth stockinette knitting. A lot of it, more than half the sweater is it, but because it's a bottom up sweater, you do the plain knitting first, and then just when you're bored of the plain knitting, you get to the pattern parts of the sweater. So your hoodie looks like hoodie is knitted flat, and then you just do a 3-needle bind off on the top, and then your yoke. The yoke is a basket weave stitch.
That's amazing.
The basket weave stitch is a very interesting way of knitting. I would do that again. So
it's a very solid material, fabric that it creates.
Yeah, the basket weave does create a very solid. I was thinking it would also be nice to use in sock heels. If you knit a sock and then use this in the heel of the sock.
Yeah.
This would also create a nice pattern, but also a solid fabric for your heel of your sock.
Absolutely.
What's interesting is the whole sweater you knit with one strand of fingering weight, except this part. This part you use 2 strands of yarn with a smaller needle. So the whole...
for the basket weave.
Yes.
Oh,
The
that's
bars-
why it's so sturdy.
Yeah, the whole sweater is knitted with one strand, except the basket weave part. You knit it with 2 strands of yarn and a smaller needle than the rest of your pattern.
Interesting.
So that is very interesting. And it has this faux seam on the side. That's a slip stitch.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have a sort of an indication on your side to say, okay, this is my front of my pattern, this is my back, and this is my other side. So when you knit it, it's knitted in one. It's very limited seaming in this whole pattern.
That's
Um,
amazing.
Because most of your things is knitted. This is also the first time I did shaping in my sleeve, where there's short rows in your sleeve. There's a little bit of,
Wow.
in your sleeve cap here is short rows. Yeah.
That is quite
You knit
interesting.
short rows here, and then you do your sleeve cap, I think up to there, short rows.
Okay.
And then you knit your normal sleeve.
Wow.
That was very interesting to knit.
Wow.
This is the first time I did short rows in the sleeve, the beginning.
I'm actually interested to see how you're gonna enjoy wearing it.
I am going to enjoy wearing it because it's light.
Yes.
And I think it's a very, for us in between winters, and even if we go, okay, now we're very hot at this stage. I mean, but I think when it's going into autumn, and then even sometimes we do have warmer days in winter. If you just put a long sleeve t-shirt or a shirt underneath, I think it will be perfect to wear.
Absolutely.
But I love my color as well because you can't see. I used 4 skeins of yarn in this, and you cannot see where I joined them.
Yeah.
I did it not alternate skeins. I know
Yeah.
you're supposed to, but
it was not necessary.
No, because it's not that solid colors.
Yeah.
It's not that solid colors.
It's beautiful.
I love it. I do
It's
love
really
it.
beautiful. I absolutely love the hoodie idea.
Yeah, I like the hoodie. Some of the other people did not do the hoodie. They did a short, like the basket weave. They did like a collar.
Okay.
Some of them did that. And one of the other ladies, she put, instead of just having an open cardigan, she put in a zip in front.
Okay.
So she added a zip in front of the hoodie.
Oh wow.
If I knit this again, the only thing that I would change, I would do my edge. I would do an I-cord edge.
I see what you're saying.
I don't like the edge of my sweater in the front. That's the only thing I would change. I would do an I-cord edge. That's the only thing I would change in this whole hoodie.
And it even has a
it has
fold over.
On the what did I do here? I think I did the I-cord on the sleeves. Yes, I did the I-cords on the sleeve for a binder. I didn't do the folded
in. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
Thank
Well
you.
done. It's gorgeous.
This is my 4th sweater for 2025.
Which that was your goal, right?
That was my goal to do 4. Yes.
Wow,
and
you
I
reached it.
And I done all 4.
That's amazing. So the Austin hoodie, who is the designer? Can you remember?
No, unfortunately.
But
I can look up for you.
The Ravelry pages, I always placed it underneath in the description below.
Yes.
It's there. So have a look.
It is on my Ravelry page.
Yeah. So you can see it there.
Yeah, it's on my Ravelry page.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love it. All right. The next finished object is my finished object. Anita doesn't have any more finished objects. I have a finished object coming from my Advent stripe. I'm a bit slow, sorry. I'm still recovering from my operation. The Advent 24 stripe from Naughty Habit, which was you got 2 50 grams, which is the stripes, and then a 30 gram natural color. A lot of people knit socks with it. And last year I did socks, but this year, look at this beautiful stitch mark. Isn't it
It's
cute?
cute.
Isn't it cute? I love it so much.
It's a cute stitch marker.
Anyway, this year I decided let's do a muscle burrow. Okay, so it was a journey. So I obviously could only knit with one 50 gram at this time. So this was all the colors. Starting from 1, this is day 1. Okay, so maybe let me take it out. This is the muscle burrow hat by Isolde Teak, which is absolutely a great muscle burrow because you can have 2 hats in one, and it's a very, it's double fabric, so it's quite a nice warm beanie. And so I started on this side. This was day 1 up until day 25. And then I added, I think it was 10 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Then I added 10 rows of the 30 gram skein of natural that was in there. And then I proceeded again from day 1 to day 30. 24.
Yeah.
Right. So this is how it works. And then you pop the one side within itself to the other side of the beanie. Right. Just make it nice. Here we go. So now the second of the beanie, right? The second part that I'm knitted. You can wear it like this as a slouchy type of look, if that is
if that's your vibe.
If that's your vibe, right? But what I love is when I fold it over to have a brim, right? Let's take it down and fold it over as a brim. The other half is matching this half.
Yeah, so you have a dark side and a lighter side.
Cool?
That's
I
cool.
love it so much. And then, I mean, when you do pop it the inside out and you take the other colors, the same
effect.
The same effect is there.
Yeah, you have your lighter colors.
Yeah.
So you have 2 beanies, and that's actually, for me also, I like the muscle burrow in that sense. I've done also half a muscle burrow.
Yes.
I've done the muscle burrow, and then instead of continuing with the other side, I just put a rim in.
Yes, exactly.
It's easy.
And what is so great about the muscle burrow is you can use any weight of yarn.
Yeah.
From, I don't know, it's all the gauges are there, and then you measure your gauge, and according to your gauge, the 2.5 centimeter or 1 inch, you then determine how many stitches do you need in each quarter. But I have to tell you, I was struggling with my second half because I had to really, really know where I need to start, because I want the red to be there, day 24, right? And I needed to know exactly where I need to start my first decrease so that I can still have all the red. I had this amount of yarn left. That was my yarn chicken. So, but it took me, I had to re-knit the decreases 3 times.
Oh no.
But it was my own stupidity. What I can tell you, a big tip is if you are using your yarn to knit a muscle burrow, when you start with your crown and do the increases, once you've done with all your increases, measure your yarn before you start, weigh your yarn, and also then when you end, so that you know how much yarn that you use for that increases, right? Then that will give you an indication. There's a hair in my eye. Then you will know how much yarn do you need to have left over when you start your decreases again. So that is my tip to you. Do that. I didn't do this. I was so mad at myself. But yes, at last I got it right. I finished this on the 31st of December. And I really love all the colors. Naughty Habit did such a great job with all of this stripes. I love it. I really, really love it.
And Musselburgh is really, really nice one. And I see a lot of people now also from other countries that use self-striping yarn or these type of
Yes.
stripes that they're also knitting Musselburgh hats with those instead of knitting socks.
Yes.
It's fine. The other lady was knitting just a plain tube scarf, because your scarf would be then your foot 60 how can I say, the scarf would be 60 stitches.
Okay.
So that you have one sock on the one side, and then when you go around, you use your contrasting color or your main color,
Yeah.
that 30 grams in the back, and then you have your other side coming down.
Oh, nice.
Again, that's just a plain scarf. And it looks so nice because she was also doing that with herself.
Oh, wow.
So it looked really, really nice.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. But about the Musselburgh,
Yeah.
if I might continue.
Yes.
So
let's go to whips.
Let's go to whips. Mine would have been done, nee? But I ripped it back. For the people that's on my Instagram and Facebook, yes, it was done. It was totally done. But I didn't like the look of it. So I ripped it back because this color, this contrast color, I've split. I'm knitting this for my son, and he has a very big head. So one skein of yarn is not enough.
Okay.
So I had to add in a bit of contrast yarn. Okay. And I'm almost done. I think I might be playing yarn chicken. Let me just find my big ball. This is what I have left of 100 grams. So this is what I'm going to finish with. I'm almost done with the decreases, and then it will work on the same principle as yours.
Yeah.
Exact principle. And this was yarn that was gifted to me by Aldred Yarns. Oh no, gifted not by Aldred Yarns. It was a gift to me, but this yarn is Aldred Yarns this is the Christoph color, and this is his hot cross buns.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But what I've done a little bit different is I've counted my rows up to there. Nee?
Okay.
I've counted my rows up to there so that I can know how many I have left. So then I just mark 10 rows, 10 rows, 10 rows, so that I know where to start my decreases.
Okay.
So I did half of my skein. I weighed my skein till I was halfway. And then I just counted my rows there from my decrease there.
Yes.
From the increases finished till there, I counted my rows. And then I just counted them backwards again.
Okay.
Similar what Crazy Sock Lady does with her socks.
Yes.
I just used it on the muscle.
Okay, great.
So that I know that my sections was even. Especially since I've added this part of it. Now what will happen is you will have, when it folds, this will be the one side's brim.
Yeah.
And this will be the other side.
Yes. That's very nice.
So,
that's very nice.
So this is going to be for my son, and it must be finished today.
When is he leaving?
He's leaving the 8th of January.
Okay, it's next week.
It's next week. So the plan is to finish this today after recording. Yeah.
Yeah, but it will go quick, half an hour.
Yeah.
How many stitches is there left on his side?
I have no idea.
On a quarter?
I have no idea.
Okay. But it looks very little. You will be able to do it.
Yeah, it's very little. And I've this is on a small circumference needles that I've knitted it.
Yeah.
So it actually was easy to knit in the round, just easy. But I kept my stitch markers in the whole thing first.
Yes.
Because then you can easily say, well, okay, I'm now here, I'm here. So that it helps you just to get it off.
Yeah. So what I normally do is I cast on with an 80 centimeter needle.
Yeah.
Right. I do a crochet. What is the crochet hook? Cast on. That's the one I do. Pinhole. I can't remember now. But anyway, I do, and then I use my 80 centimeter needles
for this first couple of
the first increases. Then I change to a 40 centimeter cable, and then I do that. And when I start decreasing again, a few rows in, then I switch over to 80 centimeters again. Doing, what do you call that method? Oh my goodness, my brain is so bad.
When you knit from the one needle to another.
Yeah. What do you call the that type of knitting when you knit
magic loop?
Magic loop, thank you.
I use Judy's Magic Curlstone. Nee?
With a crochet hook.
Nee.
Oh. What is that?
Judy's Magic Curlstone is the same one that I use normally when I start my
Your
sock-
toe up.
toe up
Oh,
socks.
okay, yes.
It's really easy. You cast on 4 stitches on the one needle and 4 stitches on the other needle.
Yeah.
And then I also do sort of magic loop. With these, it was easy to do the magic loop. And I started and I'm finishing with these needles. I don't need to
Yeah.
to change needles.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? A crochet hook cast on?
I don't
Everyone is screaming at the screens now.
the provisional cast. Because
Emily Olkers. Isn't it Emily Olkers? I think it's the Emily Olkers cast on. Where you use the crochet hook to pick up stitches and then you place the stitches over to your knitting needle. I think it's Emily.
Okay, I use that
Wait.
sometimes in the provisional
Underneath that ball of yarn is a pattern. Fold it up. Let's quickly look. This is my muscle burrow pattern. Let's quickly look. Because it's going to bother me now the whole time. Emily Olkers. Emily Olkers cast on is the crochet one.
Okay.
I use that one. You can see this thing is like used so much. All right. So, yes, let's talk about my whips. I've got 3 whips. The first one is the Victory cardigan, which I'm not going to show you. It's in a bin. It's, what do you say? It's in hibernation.
You're waiting for cooler weather.
Yes, it's in hibernation. Then I started, oh my word, I'm so excited about this brush. Let me grab it quick. Ooh. All right. I have started the Jethro by Tanis Fiber Arts, Tanis Lavalley.
It looks to me like you finished it also.
No,
it's a big part.
The big part is almost done.
Yeah.
But no. Okay, so December months for me is soothing. I need soothing stuff. Remember, I'm struggling. I have been struggling with a tennis elbow. I have not been knitting a lot in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
And I had my operation on the 10th of February. For those that don't know, I had what did I say?
February.
Oh, joy. 10 December. I had a hysterectomy. I'm still recovering. It's my 3rd week. The first 2, I was literally almost in bed the whole time, lying down, doing as the doctor said. And I can understand why you're booked off for 6 weeks, let me tell you. Anyway, but I would lie in bed and then I would crochet these blocks. So crocheting granny squares for me is a very soothing and a very calming experience. So I crave to do that.
Yeah.
So I pulled yarns from my stash, all fingering weight, right? I want to show you the yarns, then I will tell you what I used. Everything is on my Ravelry page. Color 1, color 2, I'm going to show my Jethro just now. It's not done yet. This was the 1 color. This is a Big Fox yarn. This is another Big Fox yarn colorway. This is another Big Fox yarn that I used. Right. This was Teresa Yarn Creations.
That was one of her months.
Yes.
The months that she died.
This was Sweet Skeins. This dye don't dye anymore. Sweet Skeins. It's the last skein of hers that I had in my stash. This is also Teresa.
Yeah. That's also Teresa.
This is also Teresa Yarn Creations. And then this is Naughty Habit. So this one.
That one is much brighter in real life.
Right?
It's really blown out.
There we go.
I think it's because it's so bright.
Yes. And then this one.
Yeah.
So it's almost like neon colors.
Yeah. That is more of a neon orange, and the other one is of the other neon colors.
Okay, so this is all the colors I use. I pulled 8 skeins from my stash, right? Oh wait, don't worry, it's fine. If it's on the ground, it's not the end of the world. Oh, thanks, Anita. And I used all of these to create granny squares, right? So here is the, okay, I can actually put it on. Okay, it's now all buffled up because it's on needles. Yo, it's blown, very blown out in
the video.
Yeah. Let's turn it around. How does it look like?
Yeah, you can almost see it, but it's still not true to color. It's very neon, very bright, but it's beautiful.
This is 65 granny squares.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And so my husband was so amazing. I asked ChatGPT how I must arrange my colors, because I used 4 rows of per block, right? And so it created a whole, and I actually load everything on my Ravelry page. All the photos is there of how because it was 65 blocks, he grouped it into 8 groups, and then the color placement thereof. So I had 65 blocks. My word, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. The granny squares. And then I am currently I joined it with the Crochet As You Go. Join As You Go. Join As You Go method. Using this yarn. Let me show you. This is Naughty Habit fingering 3-ply 75-25. All of the yarns is 75-25, right? 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is in her colorway titanium, but then I'm holding a double with her Suri alpaca in the same colorway titanium. Yeah.
Is this the color that she said she's gonna rename?
She did it poll because the new color for Pantone is Cloud Dancer.
Yeah.
And this is always the same color as Cloud Dancer. And she was like asking her community, must she rename it to Cloud Dancer? And I think the unanimous vote was no, keep it titanium. So this is titanium. Yeah. And so I'm using this together so this pattern by Tanis Fiber Arts is a crochet and knitting pattern. So you crochet your blocks, you join as you go, and then you knit your hem, you knit your band, your button band, and then your arms, your sleeves as well. You knit all of that.
Okay, so the sleeves is going to be the plain color.
Yes. So there's no more colors within this is all the colors already. So I'm now busy knitting the hem. As you can see, ribbing 2x2.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask. Is it the 2x2 rib?
Yeah. Isn't it lovely?
It's so soft,
right?
It's
and I held my colors. I held it double.
Okay, yeah.
So fingering weight held double.
Yeah.
And that's
why you also have the Suri then with the
fingering weight.
Then it also makes it double.
Yes.
I wish there was touch TV that the people can feel how.
Do you want to touch? You can touch. Yeah,
it's so soft.
It's lovely. And this is, I have to tell you, I'm already thinking about making another one. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can think. Is the pattern then written for DK weight?
Yes, the pattern.
All right, so the pattern is the DK.
Yes, and the pattern is obviously she is not babying you through all the steps. She's telling you to pick up your stitches and do your ribbing. She doesn't tell you knit to, pull to, whatever you need to have
Yeah.
some sort of already
it's-
experience.
So it's more intermediate pattern so that you have
Yes.
the idea of picking up stitches, how many
Yes.
stitches.
This was my color distribution page that my husband created for me. Thank
Okay.
you to my husband. Color 1, round 1, color 2, and then so it was
Yeah.
an even distribution of all the colors throughout the granny squares. I really loved it. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I guess.
Really, really, really a lot of fun. I've also obviously I'm still busy. But let me quickly have a look just to maybe give you where's my I also indicated on my project page. So for the granny squares, I used 450 grams of yarn. And each square, which is 4 rounds, in the pattern you get different sizes with different types of amounts of rounds. So it's not that the Jethro for all people will be 4 rounds. It depends on the sizing. That is what's quite interesting.
Okay, so your block sizes, well, your sizing that you crochet determines your block sizes.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So I used 450 grams for the 65 squares. That gives you an amount of about 7 grams per granny square. And then I used the joining. I used a total yarn of 78 grams for, total yarn used for joining the squares, 78 grams of the fingering weight and 53 grams of the Suri alpaca. And now I'm busy with the,
you're busy with the,
you had to mattress stitch your sides together. So here on the side, this is the armhole, right? Over here, it's blowing it out so badly, the colors. But this was mattress stitched, as well as on top here, on the
top of your shoulder.
On the top of your shoulder, you can see there.
Yeah.
Right over here, this is mattress stitched over here. So that is the only stitching basically you do for the top, shoulders, and on the sides. Yeah, but this is, I love this project.
It's funny how how much joy we can get out of a granny square.
Right?
I mean, it's a pattern that has been there forever, and then just to create this, it's very, very, very
and I mean, I think the titanium with the Suri is just like dampening a little bit of that high contrast colors.
For me, it's more bringing it together.
Yeah.
It's bringing it, I won't say it mutes it, but it brings it together. It brings all the busyness from the other colors. It binds it together. It's not highlight, it's more binding it.
Yes, it's oh, I love this pattern. I'm going to make another one. I'm really excited. I am so excited. I love the process. It's been really bringing me a lot of joy, honestly.
I think it's going to be, so when it's done, it's going to be so cozy. It's going to be that coziness that we need in winter in Central South Africa.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's the one. Do you have another work?
Yes, I do have another work. Okay. Jolene is hosting a summer top knit along.
Yes, let's talk about that quick. So I'm hosting the second year, the hashtag Summer Tea Make Along. So you can start up with, maybe you have a project that you haven't touched, or you could cast on one. You don't need to be done by the end of January. This is just a lot of fun and just togetherness. So if you're interested, details are on my Instagram and my Facebook. And then if you want to join the community, WhatsApp community group, you're more than welcome to send me a direct message. I will then place you on the group as well. But we are just there's no fuss. There's no stress. There's no, you need to be done by a certain time. It's just a nice make along. So yes, that is your summer tea make along.
This is my summer tea make along. This is the mark. Please don't ask me by who it is. I don't know. It's on my Ravelry page. Link down below. This is the Marco Polo tee. It's a polo t-shirt.
Wow.
It's going to be a polo t-shirt when it's done. So you knit at the back, you start at the back, and then you do the front. Now
And then you join them in the round.
and then you join. I'm not
Okay.
quite there yet. We need to join them in the round. You first join the fronts together, and now I'm busy. I must knit a certain amount, and then I do the armhole shaping, and then I join them. Okay. So this yarn is Naughty Habits. This is my Karoo Winter Festival Naughty Habits that I bought there, and the color is Healy. It's 100%. Just get my label. I put my labels in the center of my ball so that I don't lose them. It's 100% merino fingering weight. That's single spun. It's not a fingering weight. So this in the color is Healy.
360 meters for 100 grams.
Yes. So this is it's going to be a plain polo. If you think about the polo t-shirts with the split here and the collar, and I don't know if I'm going to do the sleeves that long. It will depend on my yarn.
Yeah.
Because they tell us they tell me to use 4 skeins of yarn, but I've adapted the pattern already. They knit it on a 2.5 millimeter needle. It's very, very dense.
Okay.
If I did. So I've adjusted. I think I'm on it's not on here right now. I'm on a 3 millimeter.
Oh, wow.
So I did adjust my thing. But what I've done is I've went a number smaller than what my measurements is. And then I'm knitting, because this pattern is written, they give you stitches, but they also give you centimeters, knit till the centimeters for this guy. So I'm knitting the centimeters for the larger size.
Okay.
But the stitch count I do for the smaller size.
Okay.
So I have adapted the pattern a little bit. I didn't want that dense fabric that they are giving.
You want the more like flowy.
Yes, I want the more flowy top. I think otherwise it's going to be too hot.
Yes.
It's going to be too hot to knit. But I so far enjoy the process. It's still plain knitting. This currently
it's a beautiful color. It's going to suit you so well with your skin.
Yeah, I love the color.
It's gorgeous.
This is going to be so nice when it's done. I can almost not do. But it's a bit on hold because of the muscle builder that I must finish first. So this project is a bit on hold, but it will most probably be continuing tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll continue with it.
All right. Tomorrow. Let's then talk about my summer tea make along. Oh my goodness. I went and I ditched out my old pattern. The Rocket Tea from Tannis Fiber. It's so funny that both patterns is from it was not meant to be like that. I have a Rocket Tea done. I can't even remember when I did the Rocket Tea previously. Let's quickly have a look. My Rocket Tea, I knitted in 2022. All right, so 2022, I knitted the Rocket Tea. I did a 52-inch bust measurement that time. Because I think she says about how many inch positive ease. She talks about positive inch ease somewhere. And that I was really taking that to heart. I didn't have as much experience, obviously, as I do have now. So the tea was quite big. I have to use like a something underneath, and then it's gonna like just be a flowy type of tea, which I still love, but I wanted to knit another one and have a more fitted tea. So I am busy knitting another one, but with the same yarn. So I am using again, but it's a different colorway. And this is old yarn from my stash. I don't think Kismet Yarns, it's a South African brand, makes it anymore or has it on their product line. This is Kismet Rainbow.
That's beautiful.
It gives you this, it's the same type of yarn, like for instance, Skepier's wool. Right?
Yeah.
It's a type of it's got 4 strands. It's 4 strands. It's a 200-gram cupcake or cake with 800 meters on. And I remember the last time, I don't even think, I had 2 skeins of the yarn that I used for that project. I actually have another skein in here. The second skein that I used, where is it? Over there. I had to pull more yarn. This was the yarn I used for the first one. So I had to use more, I think how many extra? Almost 100 grams extra. So there is now 700 grams on here left. But now I am going to knit 2 sizes smaller with this yarn. I love to knit with this. This is absolutely, and this is what type of yarn? This is a acrylic cotton yarn. 50% acrylic and 50% cotton. And
sorry, I'm a touch. I must feel if it's real.
So I cast it on for the make-along, for the Summity make-along. So what happens is you also, like that one, you do the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, up until you join the V and neck in the front, and then it's in the rounds.
So this is also a top-down button.
Top-down. I'm really excited about this. This is a lovely knit. And I knew I wanted to make another one. And I'm so excited that I'm able to do that. That is so cool. All right. What is another from your side?
Okay, the last one is actually just a plain vanilla sock. Plain vanilla sock. It's my husband. I started it in November. And it's, I'm in between a row. It's not a problem. So it's just a plain toe up vanilla sock on L Bon Voyage yarn. It's the Bon Voyage, L Bon Voyage sock yarn. So I started it in November when we were on holiday, car knitting. This is what this is car knitting. So I'm done with the foot and the heel, so I'm on the leg now. So I will just now knit until he says it's long enough and do the cuff, and then I'm done.
Nice.
So this also will be finished most probably before the end of next week.
Nice.
It will be done. So this was supposed to be finished for his birthday in November. Well, it wasn't. So he's getting socks now for the new year. But it's in any case now, summer, he doesn't wear his socks right now. So, but he will get them. He's still happy. He knows they're coming. He's seen the knitting, so he's quite happy. Plain vanilla socks that I'm knitting. So that's my project.
I'm gonna put just a screen on here to show you the make-alongs that we plan for the Make by Aline community for 2026. So I can't even remember what that is. I know in January it is the make-along for, wait, I have it on here. So we have the Summity make-along in January. We have the We Love Socks make-along for knitters and crocheters in March. In May, we're going to have the Mosaic make-along for crocheters and knitters. So Mosaic crochet or Mosaic knitting, whatever you want to do, any type of project. July, the doily make-along. I want to knit. I want to really crochet more doilies. I have a thing for doilies, and there is knitting patterns for doilies as well. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have my grandma's old books. Both my grandmas, two of my grandmas. The one was a crocheter and the one was a knitter. So I have their old books. And in there's doily patterns.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if you knit a doily pattern with a bigger gauge yarn. Will it not be like a baby blanket?
I get my
idea.
You get what I mean? I know. I understand what you're saying.
It's done with very fine yarn.
Yes.
So if you do it with a DK yarn, then it will be bigger.
Yeah.
But will it then be a baby size?
It will be
how big will it end up? But then you can always make it bigger by just adding rows on the outside.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Something
Maybe I must
something
try
to-
that in July.
Something to think about. Then we have the booby along, which I'm really passionate about. Knitted knockers, crochet knockers, breast prosthesis for mastectomy patients. And then, as always, the October Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. And then November, December, the Christmas Make Along is whatever accessories you want to do. Maybe you want to just do a garland. Maybe you just want to do stockings. Maybe a beautiful Christmas placemat. I don't know. It's just whatever you want to do Christmas related. Make along.
Arnie and Carlos,
Yes.
they have the most, on their website, they have the most beautiful Christmas balls
Yeah.
that you knit. And I think maybe not this year, but maybe next year or sometimes I would like to try that.
Yes.
To knit one of those Christmas balls. or
Yes.
things.
I
It
really
looks
wanted
like
to do
so
the
much
stocking. I really wanted, but there was just not, I was not able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their stocking is quite intense. It's got a lot of, although it's only what they say
6
6
rows.
rows a day, but it's got a lot of color work.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of
Yes.
color.
Yes. I'm a bit scared of color work after yes, after my my tennis elbow story. So yes. So that's all the make-alongs for 2026. I'm really excited. And then another thing I wanted to tell you was that I have a stitch by stitch daily template, which is up on my Instagram. If you go to the highlight reels, you'll get it there for maybe to post every day. What did you stitch by today? Whether it is cross stitching, knitting, crochet, whatever, there's a template for you to use. I also have a download link where you can actually download the template if you want, and then use it as well if you are maybe you want to do something like that. And then what I did was, well, there was a lot of daily stitching for the second half of my year, but my plan was I started that last year, and I want to at the end of the year use then that highlight reel to post or that highlight stories to post it as a reel of all the things I've worked on during the year. So hopefully this year will go better. I'm sure it will. I'm already feeling much better. But we are really bad podcasters, Anita. Because what are you wearing?
Oh, yeah. We don't even talk about what we're wearing. This is a balance point top. It's actually a quite easy pattern to do. You do your squares. It's 2 squares basically, and then you just sew it on the top, and you sew your sides, and you have a top.
That's
the balance square top. It is. Sorry, I'm just looking by Yannicka York Carter, and it's available on Expression Fiber Arts website. There. So it was, like I previously said, it was a free pattern for a specific period, but now it's a pay for pattern. She did have last week, I don't know if it's still running, where you can pick 10 patterns from our website for free now. But I don't know if it's still up and running now. But she's got good patterns to have on her website and stuff. So this was one of the free patterns 2 years ago.
And you knit it with Esther yarn.
It's Esther yarn. It's the Gems base. The one with the linen in.
Yeah. 2-ply.
2-ply. Yeah, but I love the top. I love the coloring of this.
Yes. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's so well.
And people think that merino wool is warm, but this is not.
No.
It's actually quite nice to wear.
Yes. This is the Luminosity by Yamagara. Very interesting design. I've knitted this as the Summer Tea Make Along for 2025. And I've used Miss Lamotte yarns for this. I love this. Yeah. Okay, so now we can relax. We've done the thing that we needed to do. All right, acquisitions. Let's quickly talk about, I've got 2 gifts and 1 acquisition. This was gifted to me by a special friend.
But you had to have some support.
While I was in hospital after my operation, she came not with flowers, she came with a gnome, and I thought this was so cute. And everybody, all the sisters and the people were so like, what is it? So you need to talk to us about this beautiful gnome.
This is a free pattern from YouTube that I just used. I just Googled gnome. The only thing that I've changed in this is, no, it's actually that she does explain it is the hair. I decided not to do a beard and to have some braids instead of the hair, so that we have a little bit of girdiness. We don't need to be all men in our stuff for now. So that's what I've done. That's the only thing that I've changed on the pattern. But it's a free YouTube channel pattern. There is a written pattern you can buy, but her YouTube channel is so clear. She split the pattern into 4 parts.
Oh, wow.
Where she showed you how to do the body. Then she showed you how to do the arms, the leg, and the nose, and the braids, and then you do the hat, and then she tells you exactly how to assemble the gnome.
Okay. Do you still have the YouTube link?
I think I do.
Yeah, you can just send it to me, then I will link it below.
Yeah.
And then the yarns is cotton.
It's El's cotton, that old cotton, mercerized cotton from El.
Oh,
that was discontinued.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is El cotton. I know the pink is for sure El cotton.
Oh, it's so lovely.
The green, I can't remember what
It's
that
so
is.
cute. I love it.
It was leftover yarns from other projects, but the pink I know it was. My mom gave me a whole bag full of yarn that was left over from one of the ladies that passed away in the old age home. It was El cotton, this pink. I also have a top out of the same type of yarn. That's a different color, but then that is what I used to
love it.
Know.
I love it. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
All right. And then another gift I got a while ago, actually, was from a friend that watched the podcast, and she was like, oh my word, you're struggling to knit. Let me crank you a, what do they call it?
Sock blank.
Another sock blank, a sock tube.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it cool?
That is cool.
So she used Lang City Runner Super Socks. So this is 25% polyamide, 75% virgin wool. It's so cool, man. I absolutely love it. Right? And then she cranked me a sock blank, so I can just do heels, toes, and cuffs. How cool is that?
That is so cool.
I was like, oh my word, this is so amazing. Thank you so much.
So you're going to use this contrast color at the top?
Yes.
For the heels, toes, and cuffs?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah. I like the colors in this one.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
She also chai tea, masala chai tea. She knows what I love. So yeah, thank you to her as well. It was such a thoughtful gift. So yeah, I'm very excited to. I'm having a thing currently for sock tubes.
Well,
Knitting a sock tube and putting afterthought heels and toes. I love to do that. So yeah, this was such a lovely gift. What do you have before I show my acquisition?
I don't have any except my acquisitions.
Yes.
So okay, I have. Okay, let me do the one first. The first one first. This is Esteriza's sock club. Or actually, this is a club. You can do these different bases, and you can decide what you will have. This was the November one. I didn't bring the pictures along.
It's the Great Barrier Reef, Australia.
I didn't bring the pictures along now, but that was the November one, and this was the Jacaranda trees in Pretoria. That was the December one.
Oh, wow. Jacaranda, Pretoria, South Africa, Jacaranda trees.
So that was the December.
Wow, that is
so lovely. That's what I bought. What I also had was her advent calendar. But you can go and check it on my Instagram, is her advent calendar, where I posted it day by day. And I also did the reel with the colors.
Nice.
Because it's a lot of yarn to bring along. And I loved the colors.
Yes. Did you have 75-25?
Yes.
Okay, so let me show the advent. That's what I want to show as my acquisition.
Yes.
So the 75-25 you've got, but
Yes.
I chose the linen base one, which is the Diva base, which
Yeah.
is 90% superwash merino, 10% linen. So this is 12 days of Advent, and I have it on a string.
Yeah, you're good with your strings. Mine is still, I take them out of the bag and put them back in the bag so they stay in order.
This is the 100 grams, right?
Yes.
So then it starts from this side.
Yes.
So this is all the colors.
It's
Starting from this pink, and it's blown out extremely bad. It's a soft pink, then this color,
It's a mixed color.
this color, then it goes to this, what do you call this color?
Teal.
Teal.
Or, what is that color? Yeah, they talked about it now on one of the posts.
I love this one. And then the 100 gram, and this 100 gram came with another small. Mini.
I like day 4, which is that color that we don't know what color name it is. That color.
Yeah, this one.
And there's another dark one that's a similar color.
This one.
Yeah.
The blue.
Yeah. Those two are my favorites. Those are my favorite colors.
Yes, so I've got it all together here. It will become a top one day.
What I want to do with mine, I've got an idea, but I will figure it out. I want to do, I see this year the triangle scarves is very much in me.
I love a good triangular scarf.
Scarf.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of doing a triangular scarf, starting with that, but not just one stripe. Like say 3 stripes from the carry one, because then it's going to make it nice and big.
Yeah.
And then with your plain color, this of your main color, this in between.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking of doing with my Advent calendar.
Oh.
To do a triangular
Yeah.
shawl of one or other kind.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
And yeah, the idea is still playing in my head, but there's still other stuff that must first be finished before I start another project.
Yes, I was do some just like year planning, and I thought I'm not going to do so much planning of things that I want to do. I'm going to try to take it slow. Yeah, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah, but this is the idea that as I was opening my Advent, I saw there's a lot of triangular shawl patterns popping up, but most of them is knit from the one side, and then you increase,
and then you decrease again.
My idea is not that.
Yeah.
My idea is to start here at the bottom of your triangular, and then your stripes will be horizontal and not vertical.
Yeah. Yes.
But how, I'm still going to figure it out. I have a plan in my head. Just have to work it out.
Nice. That's all the things.
Yes, that's the things.
That's amazing. Yeah, it was fun.
Yes, it was.
I love your Austin hoodie.
Yeah, I also love my Austin hoodie. I think it's going to be great as soon as we have run into a bit cooler weather.
Yeah.
I'm going to think we'll get a lot of wear out of it because it's not that heavy. It fits small. It goes everywhere, so it can take. It's easy to pack. So if I go somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So that's all the things.
That's all the things.
Yeah.
I've decided not to plan this year so much on I want to do this and this and this and
Yeah.
this. I want to see whatever comes up. Last year I had a lot of planning.
Yeah, the full goals, the full sweaters.
Yeah, then there was patterns that came out in between, and I'm sorry I could not have the time to do that. I regret doing it.
Yeah.
There will most probably be a sweater of 2 again.
Yeah.
I don't see why we would have them.
So this time you're go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
Go with the flow.
I think that's my motto also. There's a few things I want to do. My planning book is over there now. But I'm also taking it as it comes. Obviously planning together with the make along. But yeah, I'm just want to have also a nice, enjoyable, stress-free calm knitting crochet. Yeah.
There's one lady that I used to, knitting I love. She used to say, I'm going to knit for pleasure and not for pressure.
Yes.
So even if I crochet, it's going to be for pleasure and not for pressure. I'm not going to put myself under pressure like I did this year to finish stuff by that. And yes, I do use this as my tool to relax.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a, I have learned to say no to people. I'm not going to knit for people. It's still, if I want to do something, it must come from my heart. It must not be under pressure to do that.
Yeah. That's a very good tip to give to people.
Yeah.
Is that you are able to say no. It's horrible if you do things, knit and crochet things, and because on demand, and then you lose your creative calming spirit. Yeah, I've stopped that a long time ago. I just tell people you will not be able to afford it.
Actually, I've never done it. What I've done is what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
If I say yes, I'll do a project, I do it because I want.
Yeah.
It's not because I've never done this on commission.
Yes.
Where they do things on commission.
No. Yeah. That is not what I want to do.
No, that's not what I want to do.
It will kill my creative spirit.
Yeah, and I'm not a person that does the same thing except for socks, but
and muscle burrs.
But they're not the same. It's different yarn. Then it's not the same.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the same if you do 10 muscle burrs because each of them is unique because of the yarn needs.
Yeah.
The same with our socks.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one of my socks there might be socks that use the same yarn but different patterns.
Yeah.
Or there's the same pattern like the vanilla sock or the DB sock that I use, but it's still different yarns.
Yeah.
So that makes it different.
Yes.
So except for socks, I don't so many knitted pattern ones.
Yeah. All right. It was a lot of fun having you here with us. Let us know in the comments, do you have goal planning for your crafting in 2026? We would love to know. And then, Anita, it's lovely having you here with me again.
It's nice being here. Nice to talk crafty stuff.
Yes, I love it. And then we'll see you again next time. Happy crafting!
Happy crafting!
Bye!